It's here. I made this. Like, these are my thoughts, my ideas, my creativity, things I want to express, the way I see the world. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't. Ah! I've been working on that screenplay idea for a couple of months now. I started working on it in October, I believe. Now it's January 1st, and my goal for the year, even though I keep saying that I don't have goals for 2024, I do want to write a screenplay. I want to prove to myself that I can write a screenplay. I've been wanting to make movies my whole life, and I haven't. And I'm turning 40 this year, so I'm thinking it's now or never. I think that if I don't give myself a deadline, I just won't do it, or I won't do it as fast. So my goal is that January 31st, screenplay is done. The first draft is done, and I will be able to tell myself, oh, look, I wrote a screenplay. So, this is the book I read. It's kind of destroyed because I think I poured coffee on it. It's a great book. I really enjoyed it. I think it's very approachable. I think it's very easy to read, really easy to understand. Like, I feel like if I read 5 different books on screenwriting before writing, I'm going to be just very confused about everything. And so I think that I'm going to just hang on to that one and base everything on that book and see where that goes. And maybe before I write the next screenplay, I will read another book and then try things from that other book. But for now, I'm just going to stick to this and see where it goes. And also, I am not going to watch like 1,000 YouTube videos about how to write a screenplay. This person is going to say X and this person is going to say Y, and while there are advantages to get knowledge from different sources, I think that it is confusing enough to learn to write a story without having the sound of different bells in my mind. I also think that if I spend too much time consuming content and reading books, like, it would be very easy to tell myself that I am working and that I am doing things in order to be able to write later. But I also think that as long as I am not writing, I am not working. Like, research is great. I love research, but I feel like I just need to start writing or I never will. One more thing, actually. So I did write down ideas already, and I did this very rough outline of the story, and I did start writing about my main character. I just want to say that because this guy, Sid, really is passionate about character building, and I don't know, it sort of gave me a fever. I was like, wow, this is great. I really want to do that. Like, this sounds so interesting and exciting. And it really is. Like, I really got into character building, and I'm really looking forward to dig into it and see how they're going to evolve and what is going to come out of it. Like, what is their arc going to be? What are they going to learn, and how are they going to grow throughout the film? I am very curious about that. So I actually don't know what the next step is. Like I said, I've never done this before and I am learning. So I have my first outline, which isn't great, but it's something. And because I could spend month and month and month thinking about new ideas and never get any further than rough outlining, I decided to kind of stick with the last idea I had and see see it through, because if I keep on changing my mind, I will never get it done. So I decided to stick with, the last idea I had. Even if it sounds kind of weird and ridiculous right now, I'm going to go with it and see what happens. Look at me procrastinating. I'm just going to ramble and talk to you instead of writing. But there is this one thing that this guy says at some point, which I am not going to look for now. Basically, without action, there is no story. And that kind of woke me up. I was like, right, without action, there is no story. So without action on my part, there is no story of Louise became a filmmaker. As long as I am not taking action on that dream, it just won't happen. It just hit me. And this is when I actually started to take action. And here we are today. Okay, less rambling, more writing.